Hi everybody, it's me Jamie from Jamie's Hooked, and I'm going to show off my Hobby Lobby yarn haul. Today is Saturday, September 21st, 2021, and so it was such a substantial yarn haul that I'm going to divide this up between two videos. I've already made this one video, the first half, but there's this really annoying clicking noise throughout the entire video. And I figured out what it was. It's this extension cord, USB extension cord, and for some reason, I guess it's old, and uh, so my camera didn't like it. So it's just picking up this annoying, constant clicking noise, and it's like I know if it's driving me bananas, it's driving you bananas. So I'm doing it again. So you're not going to get my first impressions on this video because I've already done it once. So, but on the second video will be my first impressions because when I went to Hobby Lobby, I went to Hobby Lobby on a Wednesday and I kept hearing deals, were going down with Hobby Lobbies throughout YouTube, different channels I've watched, and then being in the lives and visiting and things like that. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go on a Wednesday, check it out, see if I get lucky. And lo and behold, I did. I got really lucky. So I was, up and down the aisles and I was looking for the little orange stickers on, all the skein balls. But if I looked on the back wall where they actually keep like all the discount um, clearance items for the sewing section and yarn section, that's where they all were at. So it was like all in one location, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna grab you, and throw you in the basket. So that is what I did. So I have two big honking bags, like this, full of the Hobby Lobby clearance yarn. Okay, so here we go. All right. So I picked up the majority of this is um, made by Yarn Bee. There's a few other little brands in there, but majority of it is Yarn Bee, which is a brand that Hobby Lobby exclusively carries. Very nice yarn, very good quality. Really do like them. So this first one I grabbed out of the bag, and I'm just grabbing them out of the bag. So this one is called Uber Luxe. Normally this is $6. No, sorry, $7. And I picked it up for $1.74. So that's pretty good savings. Now this is like a really bulky yarn. I mean, look how thick that is. So these really are not telling me what the yarn weights are, or what they're categorized as. I am not seeing it. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, yes, this is a bulky 6. It's 100% acrylic, and it's asking for a 15 millimeter, 15 millimeter crochet hook. Now, recently, I'm basing all of my patterns and things on hook sizes concerning millimeters because I just recently learned that if you go by the letter sizes on the hooks, those are not always accurate and they're not always the same. So even with the same companies, like especially I'm going to use Boy as an example, even with Hobby Lobby brand hooks, sometimes they'll have like a letter on it, like, E or G or anything like that. They're not going to be the same millimeters. You would figure that they would be, but they're not always the same millimeters. So I really am trying to make sure that when I follow a pattern, I do a test swatch and I make sure everything is the correct millimeters for the pattern and the yarn. And some of these, you know, you can be interchangeable. You can go up or down a hook size, whatever you feel like you need to do. But this is really, really soft. This is in a really dark brown. It's called, the colorway is called chocolate. Um, I have purchased a 6-weight yarn in the past um, and used it to make these really quick and bulky hats. Very good pattern. I will link it down below. I just got to find it um, for the video. So anyway, these hats work up super quick. And the majority, everything that I'm going to suggest or the impressions that I get for all these skeins, because how Hobby Lobby works in discounting from my impression, and I think this is kind of also what I kind of heard too. Um, so if they get down to 1 or 2 skeins of a dye lot, then they will discount it. Especially if that particular skein is just kind of hanging out there for a good while, they'll discount it. And maybe they'll just kind of hold it all off at different times and, you know, but anyway, or they got something discontinued. That could happen too. But anyway, this is really, really nice. It's going to make a nice neutral chocolate brown. Very nice yarn. It's very soft, very squishy. It's only sitting at 42 yards, so it's not a lot of yardage. So this would make great for just a quick chunky beanie, like slouchy beanie. It's really good for that. Okay, so what is this dream spun? Okay, so I really, really want to try this dream spun. This is normally $6, and I got for $1.49. And this colorway is called Sand and Shore, but the reason why I really want to try this is because it is, let's see, it's upside down. Here we go. 80% acrylic and 20% superwash wool. And when I put this up to my neck and my cheek, I can definitely feel the wool in it because this wool's a little bit scratchy, but it's not super scratchy. It's really kind of, it's like really kind of soft. You know, some people call it like scarfable. Somebody has used that term before, but I can't remember who it is. I think it was Crystal from Bag a Day. But yeah, that's kind of like her term. Anyway, yeah, I really want to try this out. This is a bulky, what is it? Yeah, this is a bulky 5. So definitely really good for like a hat or a cowl, maybe some fingerless gloves. Not too much on the yardage on this. This is still only 76 yards. So it's not too great on yardage, but I mean, it's enough for a one project, you know, one skein item. Let's see. And there was this one, Sinfonia. I have more of this somewhere. I don't know where it's at in my stash. I think it's in a kit that I got, like a, excuse me, in a crochet surprise kit, but I could just have it on my shelf. But this is a really dark, like a navy blue color. Normally this runs about, oh, how much that usually runs? $6.49, and I got it for $1.62. So, and then this is, I think this is all cotton. Y'all, it's not really telling me what it's made out of, but I think it's all cotton from the way that it feels. But it's 100 grams, which is, this is 218 yards. And it's made in Mexico. I don't know. It's really nice yarn. It feels like a cotton. So, and I think this is more like a 3-weight. Either it would be either a light 4 or a 3-weight. I'm kind of thinking it's 3-weight. What would be good for this? I think maybe. Sorry, I've got like fuzz all over my face. I think maybe like baby booties, decorative hair bands, maybe some amigurumi items. I don't know, but this is a really good. It's a nice yarn. It doesn't have any kind of stretch to it whatsoever. It's pretty firm. So, but it feels good. It does. It's not scratchy. It's really smooth. Nice yarn. Um, okay, this one I'm happy to see because I've been eyeballing this one for a good while. This one is called. This is the Yarn Bee Color Play. Very squishy, and this one is uh, a bulky 6, and the colorway is called Royal Guard. So it's just like this dark red and this white, and I really like it because Christmas is coming up, the holidays. I really am inspired by this colorway, either to make like to have this be like the strand for some bunting or Christmas tree garland or something, or make it like an elf hat. It would be super cute. Make it like an elf hat, have like a little pom pom at the end with some jingle bells, and then put like a Christmas tree pin on it. That would be so cute. I'm thinking that would be cute. All right. Now this one is Yarn Bee Dream Spun. Is this the same as the other one? Is it Dream Spun? Yeah, yeah. So this is the other colorway that I picked up, and this one's called Shaded Path. Again, this is that one with the merino, not merino, the superwash wool and the acrylic, and yeah, it's good. It's pretty soft. I'm really anxious to try this, and again, this would be. I think this is enough for some fingerless gloves. Maybe slouchy beanie or something. Put a really cute button on this. Maybe in a cowl, button cowl. So much you can really potentially do with this. I mean, yes, it's not a lot of yardage, but you're getting a lot of texture out of it. It's super squishy. This would be so warm. Okay. Okay, so in my first video, I had my other light off, but you really couldn't see anything. But this is, I've worked with this before. This is called Comfy Fleece. Or Fleece Light, I'm sorry, not Comfy Fleece, but Fleece Light. And I've worked with this before. I've made my aunt a button cowl with the one called Coal, and it was basically black yarn. Very hard to crochet with because it's black yarn and it's so fuzzy. I had to go and like kind of feel all my stitches with it. I've never made a pocket shawl before, and I made one for her, and she insisted on having black yarn, and I just couldn't tell her no. So that was something else. But this one is nice because I don't know if you can see it. There you go. Oh yeah, there we go. So it's not only just black, but it's got a little bit of blue. It's got some purple in it. Very pretty colorway. So I'm thinking like hat and cowl, both. I think I can maybe get away with a hat and a cowl in it. And these are 110 yards. Again, majority of these are bulky weights. So this is, yeah, a number 5 bulky. Yeah, very nice. And I picked this one up. Did I say how much I picked this one up for? $1.49. Usually $5.99. Very good price. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so I've got a couple of these. Oh my god, it's coming apart. I think I've got 3 different colors of this. Let me see. Yeah. So I picked up, it's all kind of, these little donuts are kind of falling apart. But this is the Yarn Bee Arabella yarn. And this is acrylic and cotton. I love this combination. It's so soft, it's so smooth. Love it. And how many yards is this? It's okay, it's 105 yards. And now it says it's a bulky 5-weight yarn, and I think it's just because of the way that it's spun. I don't know, you can probably but I think it's a light 5, you know, because if you put this up against other yarns that are like, you know, they describe as a 5, they would be a little bit thicker. So I think this is a light 5 or a heavy 4-weight yarn. It feels really smooth, really soft. What I've noticed about all 3 of these is that they all have, if you look at them all, they all have the white. They all have the white, and then the you know the different the colors striping through mixed with the white. So that's kind of like how they roll on that one. This one, this is real pretty. It's like a lot of blues and some grays. This one is called, what are you called? I knew the color earlier. Sea breeze. Sea breeze, yeah. So there's that one. This one is a darker, like almost like black and dark grays. And this one is called Charcoal Checkmate. Yeah. I think all these are going to make great hats or cowls. And this one's kind of already trying to barf on me. This one's called Foxtrot. I can't say it. Foxtrot Fella. And it's got some pretty, you know, pinks and reddish kind of color, and then it's got some browns that are transitioning to some browns, and there's a little bit of gray in there. Yeah, it's kind of like a greenish brown. Very pretty. I think this one's going to be really pretty. I'm really anxious to try those because I've been eyeballing those. Okay, so this one is okay. So Yarn Bee also has baby yarn, and this they call it baby bee. So this is just like a light blue. This one is called Bear Blue. So it's a super light blue. It's like a pastel blue. I think it's lighter than a pastel blue. Almost kind of muted as opposed for a pastel blue. It could be pastel. It's just a matter of opinion. But anyway, very, very nice. Very soft. So I think this is enough to make like a few baby hats, some booties, or even if I wanted to, I can make a levy with this. This is enough. This is enough yardage on this. Usually this runs about $5.49. I got it for $1.37, so that's enough, you know. Or maybe a baby bib. I like to do bibs with cotton though. This is all acrylic. It's really soft. Nice, nice yarn. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna do those together. Okay. Oh, let's see. This one's trying to come apart on me. I worked the band off earlier. Okay, so this one is called. This is also more Yarn Bee. This is called Luciana, and it's in the colorway of blush. So it's kind of like this really muted pink color. Probably one of my favorite pink colors. It's really, really quite nice. It's a very soft texture. It is. Where is it at? Talks about the text, what it's made out of. I think. Okay, I think it's. Yeah, it's 75% acrylic and 25% polyamide. This is 110 yards, and this is. I want to say this is a 5-weight. Yeah, it's a bulky 5-weight yarn, and I mean, look at this. Now this is going to be a little bit interesting. This is not the ideal yarn to frog, so you need to make sure that when you're working with something like this, is with the halo and the fuzz, and you know, make sure that you know what you want to work with, because it's not going to frog as easily. But the texture is so nice. I bet the drape is really good too. Um, so I think this would make a great cowl, or maybe a hat, like you know, like a not a slouchy hat. I don't think a slouchy hat would be right with this, but I think a beanie, because I think you need a little bit more structure for a slouchy hat, and that's just my opinion. Um, but yeah, I think this is enough to make a cowl, and it's really soft. It feels really good against your skin. Okay, let that roll down there. Okay, so I got a couple of these. Where's the other one? There it is. Okay, so I got a couple of these firesides. This is also a yarn bee. So this is okay. So this is like Yarn Bee's answer to Lion Brand's homespun yarn. So it's a boucle style yarn. Okay, I think the last yarn I showed would also be called a boucle. But you know, it's just kind of got that interesting texture. These doesn't exactly frog as easily. You just gotta learn how to work with it. I personally like it. A lot of people do not like homespun or you know this style of yarn. They just don't like it. I do. I think it's fine. It's soft. These usually run about $7 a skein, and but you get some decent yardage out of it. This is 180 yards. And I picked each skein up for $1.74, I think, right? Did they both say $1.74? Yeah. All right. And they're acrylic and polyamide. Polyester. And this one is called Spanish Olive. So this one's got. Let me get where you can see it a little bit better. Anyways, it's got some greens. Can't quite get some good color out of it. Anyway, well, almost had it. Almost had it. You know, it's got some greens, got some darker greens in it, some beiges. Nice, nice. I think this would make a great cowl and hat set, personally. And then this one is like a bluish green color, and this one's called Niagara. So it's a darker, almost like a jewel tone. A little bit darker than a jewel tone. It's got some darker shades in it, and you can't see it. And there we go. It's a really pretty color. So again, I think this would make a really great hat and cowl combo. Real nice, nice colors. Like it. Put some fancy buttons on those. Really cute. Okay. All right. Ooh, yes, this one. Okay, so this is called Yarn Bee's Effortless Super Bulky. It comes in the, this is the colorway Eggnog, so it's almost like a cream off-white color. This is 111 yards. That's a lot if you're getting a bulky yarn. So this one is a bulky 6, and it's acrylic and alpaca. It's soft. Now, think about alpaca, just like wool, it can be a little bit scratchy. It's a little bit softer than wool, but it's still a little bit scratchy. But this would make really good hat and cowl combination, or some fingerless gloves and a hat. I think that would be a great combination. But because it is white, you know, you can add, I would say if it's like, since it's an off-white, a good looking wooden button would look so great with this. You know, so this is really nice. It's just a nice, beautiful cream color. Very soft. I mean, I'm serious. It's really soft. It's squishy. And usually it's runs about $8. I got it for like $2. Not bad. I mean, like I said, the deals were great. Let's see. Okay. All right, this one's called Yarn Bee Hue IQ, and this is only 57 yards for a bulky 6. So just probably a quick hat out of this one, but it's got some nice neutrals in here. This is 100% acrylic. Usually this blah, 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 blah. This usually runs about $5. So I got it for $1.24. So this would be really cute if you had like a silver button with this to go along with all those neutrals, because this actually has a slight sheen to it. Let's see if I can get, there we go. See, if only if you can see the slight sheen to it. Very nice. I'm anxious to work with this too. I bet this works up really nice. And a lot of these are yarns that I've been like, you know, just walking down, petting the yarn, you know, like, oh, that feels nice. I just never really bought any. So this is my opportunity to try all the yarns that I've been petting. Okay, this one is, oh, here's some more of that color play, like that red and white one I showed you. But this one's called Weekenders. So this one's got, again, it's so soft. This is a bulky 6 again? Yeah, bulky 6. And again, just like the other one, it's the white twist with a darker, with a colored twist. Okay, and this has some reds in it. There's a little bit of blue, a little bit of green, some beige browns. I mean, you know, some darker grays. I think this is going to make a really cute, fun, I think this will make a nice scarf. Not necessarily cowls, because I'm always saying cowls, but this actually might make a good scarf. I don't know. I'll have to play with it and see what it does. And if any of y'all have any suggestions for like some one skein projects, especially with the bulky yarn, you know, but this one, I don't know what to do with this because it's got such an interesting colorway. It would be interesting to see how it works up. So let's see here. Something fell out. Oh. All right. I got 2 of these True Colors. This one is kind of loosey-goosey, but this one is in just yellow. Now these are each 76 yards, which is an okay amount. Bulky number 6. Excuse me. Get a little bit of a dry throat from talking so much. Very happy color. I'm thinking like this would be great for like a kid's hat, you know, or a baby hat, something perfect for kids because it's such a bright and happy color. I think little kids would love this. And it's really soft. I think it's 100% acrylic, yeah. So it's really, really soft. These usually run about $5, and I got them both for $1.24. Now this one is in gold. Right here, this is a gold colorway, and is that what it says? Yeah, it just says gold. Now this would make a nice hat, and because it is gold, you pair this with a brown wooden button. This would look really cute. I think this, you know, and since it is a smoother yarn, excuse me, you can practice some fancy stitching with this, and it would look great. That's what I love about having solids. You can do some fancy stitching with those, whereas some of the other yarns, if they're variegated or if they have a lot of texture to them, excuse me, you know, you kind of want to do a simple stitch because you want to show off the yarn, the color, or the texture. But this is great for if you want to do some fancy stitching. And let's see. This one, I also absolutely love this one. Okay, let me show you a good color. Yeah, so it's this like this is the Yarn Bee Soft Secret, and this is just this really beautiful bright blue. Yeah, that's what's called bright blue. And I mean, it is soft. This is 100% acrylic. I've worked with this before. This makes great, great hats. Let's see, this is usually about $4.49, which is a decently priced. And it's a 4-weight. And yeah, so I got it for $1.24. I don't remember if this splits, but it frogs well. And the closest thing I can say another yarn this reminds me of is if you go to Michael's, they have their loops and threads soft and shiny. This is the closest thing that they have to that. Honestly, I think this is nicer than soft and shiny. Really good quality yarn. I love it. It's really soft. And that, like I said, again, that would be great for some fancy stitching because that is darker. I would probably use that for like something that's open work. So you can appreciate the fancy stitches, open work, and it'd be dark, and then they would really show out. And then maybe put like a silver or a jewel tone button or a brooch with that. That would look so sleek. Okay, all right, all right. This is another brand, and this is I Love This Chunky. And this is an exclusive Hobby Lobby brand. And I've never worked with this. I felt it up quite a few times, but I've never purchased it. These usually run about $5. I got it for $1.24. I'm sorry, my throat's getting a little scratchy. The colorway is Safari Trek. I don't know how they're getting this name for this colorway, but it is real pretty. It's got a lot of purples and it's got some grays and whites. I don't know where they're coming up with this colorway name, but anyway, super nice. I know this is a favorite among a lot of crocheters that I've seen on YouTube. But I'm thinking definitely some wrist warmers, you know, a cowl, just a quick little cowl, maybe a beanie. But it's really nice. It's very soft. Okay, and I got 2 more left. Okay, this one I'm absolutely excited to see. This is Yarn Bee Cozy Toes. I've never seen this before. When I was looking at it earlier, it is a acrylic and polyester sock yarn, and of course sock yarn is really thin. Okay, that's like a one weight, or it's almost like the same kind of thickness as a crochet thread. It's super, it's stretchy. This is super stretchy, so I think it is perfect for socks. Like I said, if you're not into wool, and I'm not really into wool because I find wool to be a little scratchy. You know, this is really nice, and I only got one little skein of it. This is usually runs about $5. It's a little pricey, for my opinion, for just a small amount. But I got it for $1.24, and it's 210 yards. So I'm thinking little kid socks would be great for this. I've never made socks before, but I imagine this would be enough for, you know, little kid socks. And it's, you know, it's called Shadowy Meadow. So it's just a lot of neutrals and grays, a little bit of green in there. Feels really soft. It is really soft. I like this. I hope it works out really, really well. And then I did pick up some more sock yarn. This was Patton's Croy socks. Usually they have it on for like $8, and I picked it up for $2. And usually they covered everything up. They covered up all the information with this price sticker and stuff. But it's 1.75 ounces, so I don't know how many yards it is. And I want to say that's a 2 weight right there. And it feels like it's got wool in it. I mean, it definitely feels woolly. Yeah, like woolly is just, it's not super soft to me. It feels a little scratchy, a little bit rough. But some people like that, and I don't understand. But anyway, I picked up some of this, and I thought that was a good deal. I don't know what I would make with it. I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll make a Christmas ornament or something with that. That one's a good idea, because that's kind of like what I'm thinking, like with things that I don't like made out of wool. I'll just make like things for your home, like maybe like a pillow or a pillow cover, you know, Christmas ornament. It's probably a good idea. If anybody has a suggestion on any of these, one skein projects that maybe I could potentially do with all this, leave a comment. Give me some ideas. I mean, I'm always kind of open up to ideas because it kind of helps you. Um, Again, as like I say sometimes in the past, flex those creative muscles. So, let me know, please, like my video, share, subscribe, give me some feedback and let me know what you think. And thanks again. This is only bag one. I'm fixing to go do another video for bag two. And thanks for watching. So ta-ta for now. I'll see you later.